Alright. Welcome back to Super Sentai Review episode 402. We're here reviewing the action movie for Kyoryuger in episodes 30 to 33. First of which is first of two movies ever released for Kyoryuger. This is Kyoryuger Gaburincho of Music. Yes. Movie opens up with a singer who's just performing a concert. And then, of course, the Almost Army grunts show up. That's the place is being shot up because it's this wonderful song. And, of course, these two girls show. We don't know who the heck these girls are. They never the movie. They kind of remind me of Knight and Marie from Magic Ranger. So then, of course, the grunts get shut up by the Kyoryugers. And, of course, everyone's like, the audience like shocked to see this. And, of course, everybody's acting character. We have Ian basically charming the girls. We have Nelson basically being awesome for the guys. Just every acting character. And then, of course, you do the Cure chain. Of course, it's a Cure change. And then eventually, like, they fire the things off and they all transform in front of an audience. And they all cheer this because I think it's probably part of the show. And then, of course, they go outside. I think it's King takes the singer whose name is Miko, who actually he met basically on his travels. And her necklace gets dropped, though Aim picks it up, and then they're attacked by another Kyoryuger. Well, actually, this is Kyoryuger. Which before I continue with this particular character, if you watch Cosmic Fury, you have seen the suit before. It's the suit that Heko wore as the as the Dark Charge Ranger. Yeah, all they did was like alternate. It's like I heard from Red Sunbed were just giving the suit complete random. It's like, hey, why don't we just include it in the show? Yeah, Heko was featured in 2 episodes. But yeah, that's where the boomerang thing came from. Yeah, basically Heko was wearing a suit that in the Sentai counterpart was evil, and he was a member of the Davos army. What he was in was deed, the soldier of brutality. And he wanted nothing to do with the Alpha Summer, just wanted to do his own thing. And apparently, he had his own Zord that he had to convert thanks to Cass giving him a beast battery. You're like, wait, where the heck did this thing? Good question. Before I read about the Zord, it's just the reprints of Gaburincho. It's like him but blue. So he does a force snap transformation where he has the first 2 Zords that got in the series, the other Zords, and does a force transformation. And by the way, the movie itself, I thought it was like an hour. No, it's like 3 minutes longer. It's like 5 minutes longer than an average episode of the series. For something that's supposed to be a movie, it's more like a short film. Yes, but it's a good movie. Yes. So Mikito, of course, is kidnapped. And, of course, everyone suspects King may have a thing for her. So, at one point, they even stab the Zord where they go, like, they try various forms to get inside. They fight him. Of course, they get out. And, of course, she gets rescued. Amy gets back. And, of course, Amy gives him basically a necklace. And apparently, the necklace itself that she wears was something that was given to her by King. Of course, King knew she became a good singer. And he supported it. And well, he, of course, rescues her. And, of course, Dean proceeds to fall out of the Zord. He's never destroyed in the movie, but he does come back later on in the series, which I'll get to when I get to episode 39. And, of course, Miko tells the King that she loves him. And he's like, what'd she say? Yeah, he's completely oblivious to it. So this is apparently a set before the Violent Rangers show up. Yes, I found the bitch because she's not in the movie. So when she shows up, oh boy, it's gonna be interesting when she shows up again, which is I'm thinking was quite cool. Yep. But great movie overall. Fantastic. It was something that I thoroughly enjoyed, and this movie was referenced in episode 29 of the show. But now talk about episode 30, 32, 33. This is like the Gathering of the Stones. And this leads into the next arc, which talk about future review, which probably be tonight because I really want to get to some anime today. So, in the very first episode, episode 30. Is a weird one. Yes, where someone who Amy knows, acquaintance of hers, has a stone, and the guy is basically a snob. He's basically a snobby rich guy, and the guy is a massive dick. He only appears in this one episode. His name is Masahiko Kana. And he only appears in this one episode. I looked up, basically appeared in. Yeah, it's like he's most like a guest star actor. He just shows up. He's fine. It's like his whole thing is like, oh, let's play this form of laser tag and basically win these prizes. Oh, he's a cheater too. And of course, Lakiro comes in with the amalgamation monster. Yes. Which is basically Dub Zoran. Yeah, it's a combination of two monsters before. One is basically the mind and weapon of Double Zahan, who actually appeared in episode 16 of the series, and the body of Double Dabarusu, which where the vault comes in for his body. He only appeared in one episode. He appeared in episode 4. So it's like he just thought of it and they kind of merged his monster. It's an okay episode, but the big thing about it is that we get a stone. Plus, basically, figure out, oh yeah, we have these stones and we need to, like, basically find the last Zord. That's kind of in a way what they're doing here with this one. 31 is like, oh, let's pick a holiday because the monster is a holiday. It's basically a summer-themed monster that Carnella made back in July. And she completely forgot about this monster. And if you're curious though, was this plot adapted for Downcharge? It was. In episode 12 of Super Downcharge. Where literally the same thing happened except Koda basically has this little caveman stuff in there. Basically it's nothing who's basically not affected by it. Because he was actually inside when this happened. It got everything like so scorching hot. Also, it's shown that all the Rangers are affected by it. Well, all the main ones, anyways. Here are 5. So, how do they get their stoop? By having a sister throw a pot, basically this barrel, which he picks up and throws right at King's head, and that somehow wakes him up. You're thinking, wait a minute, how the heck is this woman super strong? Probably because basically she's Nelson's sister. It looks like she also saw some fighting spirits, which, from what I read, that probably played a role in the finale. Oh, and what's caused all this? Well, the monster's giant size in Earth's orbit. They bring it down, and of course, basically they shrink it, and they try to get away, and monster eventually destroyed thanks to Carnival. It's a very interesting episode, and Nelson does fall asleep by the end of the episode. Yeah. And by the way, they don't got any stones this one. Nope, no stones. 32, meanwhile, though, is a sports team episode. And was this adapted for Downcharge? It was. Super Downcharge, episode 7. Except it now involve Koda to become a baseball player. This one is interesting. I'm surprised they adapt the whole basketball plot, this one. Yeah, where we had these two new Victory and Maxim Zochis. Yes, which plays also in episode 33. And also, Yoichiro returns. Yeah, she returned this episode. Had to be absent for a little bit of time. I don't think she was absent for that long. She was only absent for about 2 episodes. She's back here for mostly a lot of the long haul for this run. She has missed one. She misses one to, like, basically she just missed 4 more episodes, but she's basically here for a lot of the rest of the series. Her grandfather himself, like, he was there for basically up to 24, but he is not returning again until the penultimate episode of the entire series. Yeah. Yeah. Really interesting one. I like the monster, this one. And in case you're curious, though, did this monster pop up at Downcharge? He did as Game Face. Except appeared in 2 episodes, which they brought back for a, like, one-off return for him. While his counterpart also did appear for 2 episodes, actually in like 3 episodes. Well, it's a fun episode where basically talks about basketball, and this is where Rin, you know, the girl who was up with Sanji, first time she's been mentioned since episode 25, where she taught Uchi how to be a club manager. He makes food, which he doesn't think is good, but Nasen likes it. Yeah, he has no problem with that. That was delicious. But it's all distraction for them getting hands on the jewel, which is kept in... apparently they also introduced these marathon players in order to get their hands on it. So Violet and Torin basically proceed to retrieve it. And, well, they got pretty much the stones. And it leads into... They got that stone anyways. And this leads into the very next episode series. Excuse me, where Ian's past comes back to haunt him a little bit. Well, a woman he met in Europe named Erica shows up, and he does not know why she's come. She just comes completely out of the blue. She does not know a little bit later. And also the episode's up quite interestingly. We see Uchi just practicing, and then 2 random women basically start hitting on him. I'm like, what? Apparently these women were sent by Ian. And then, of course, there's your opposite in Spirit Base. He's basically in water mode. He really wants to murder Ian for basically being disrespectful to women. And then, of course, basically he's very shy around women. And, of course, protecting Erica. And it turns out the reason Erica came to Japan was because she wanted to drop up a stone. Yes, what that stone's looking for. Now, Ian, of course, how he met her was how he basically gets infatuated with these women is that he helps them to their sorrow by being seductive. Because he knows what they've gone through. He lost his best friend, who was played by Gaburincho Black. Yes. It's interesting, though, we have a previous Black Ranger come back to play an unrelated character, and then basically he dies protecting one of his future successors. Just by sheer coincidence. Just by actor-wise, not by character. The character the guy plays is completely related to Genpai from Gaburincho. But look at this Ultimate Mention. It's like the Ultimate Mention stuff is like not much there for it. And, well, how in the world they free him was because just by sheer coincidence, Ian gave Erica a beast battery. Yep. And that's how able to find them. It's like, oh, about time. And, of course, basically, he suspects this would happen. And, of course, like, as a thank you for protecting him, Uchi goes today with 3 women. By the end of the episode, he's like, what? And, of course, he's like, Sir Ian, help me. I thought it was kind of funny, but, yeah. Interesting episodes. And leads into the very next arc of the series, which will be last episode discussed, plus a movie. Before I go on my breakfast series. But before I get there, I gotta get some anime done. So next up, after I review Hunter x Hunter, it will be As a Reincarnated Ritsuka, my praise of Rise in the World. Okay? Next video. Bye.